Hello and welcome. We are live. Bruce's All Research Channel. Welcome to all new subscribers. Welcome to the same amazing bunch that stop by here each and every time I have a live stream. I definitely appreciate it. It's hard not to talk about the bad things that are going on, since there's so much going on in the world, especially with Russia. And now I've been looking at some space news, and they're talking about a bit of worrisome for what can happen to the satellites in space with a Russian threat, if ever there was a Russian threat. Sharon Taylor, thank you. Taylor, thank you very much for being here. Hello from Skywatchers. Happy. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, thank you. I agree. Absolutely. Welcome. Thank you very much. Hey, Rollins, back in the house. T. Salinger, thank you very much. Art. Hola, amigo. Fort Worth here. Thank you very much, my friends from Fort Worth. Nice to see you all. Thank you very much for stopping in. Really appreciate that. Ed's in the house. What's up, my friend? Manfred Harper's in the house. Thanks a lot. God, that screen is so bright. I'm getting a message from my computer telling me how much screen time I'm doing. I'm getting about 16 and a half hours a day of screen time. I think it's a little too much. But no intentions of slowing down either. San C's in the house. Thanks a lot, you guys. Dorothy, for once, I'm going to. Geez, a lot of people here. Awesome. Elias. Distorted Reality from California's in the house. Thanks, Elias. Mr. Peter Benton. Hey, Bruce, and all it's the Late Show. Yes, it is. Let's talk, guys. Let's do this. Yeah, what's going on with Russia? A lot of action, I don't agree at all with what he's doing, by the way. First of all, Ukraine wanting their sovereignty, I think, is totally normal. But you know what? I tried to stay away from everything that's going on, in Ukraine. It's like you don't want to stick your nose in what's going on. But when you see, then when I saw that, Putin's actually invading a country of their sovereignty and rights and stuff, well, it's troubling. Finland, Sweden now, and the Arctic. He wants to take possession of the Arctic, and that will put him right where the Canadian economic region is. Also, Canada has rights to the Arctic, both fish and whatever, explore, right? So that can clash for sure. Any news on Chinese rocket hitting far side of the moon? So there's actually a rocket that's going to hit the far side of the moon. I didn't even know that. I know that, or is that the one? Oh, okay, yeah. If that's the one you're talking about, March 4th or something like that. I don't know if that's the one. I didn't know if it was going to be on the dark side or whatnot. Where it was going to hit, I have no idea. But I did not hear about it. Did not hear about anything yet. Hey, guys. At the store, back soon. Thank you very much. I am Kai. Aliaus, comment ça va, mon frère? Thumbs up, done. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Lisa Eckerly, thank you so much for being here. Russia is not after us. They're after the satanic cabal. Yeah, that definitely. Globalists are on the run. Yes, absolutely. And fingers crossed. It's a good thing. The elites have taken a hit, definitely taken a hit. And we're going to see them less and less pushing their illegal experimentation on the world, their poisons. And that's what they do. They try to unregulate, those elites, our economy. Of all countries, they're trying to unregulate. We've seen it, right? We saw it, domino effect from England, France, USA, Canada, just a domino effect. Germany, boom, 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 boom. And it's the same process, right? Immigrants coming in all over the place and stuff like that. And again, has nothing to do with racism. It's about being able to say, is there a part of this planet where I can live and remain safe, have a nice little border wall around me? That's what I would want. Just talking for myself on that one. But a border wall is not racist. A border wall is to protect yourself from this crazy world, because we live in an extremely crazy world. Danielle, hey, thank you very much. Australia in the house. I was watching, I watch a lot of news well, actually, I'm pretty busy usually with the videos, but these days I've been watching the news a lot. There's a lot of flooding in Australia, south east Queensland, I believe. I know Australia is very big, right? People see that there's a flood in Australia, and every time I see an Australian, I go, "Are you flooded?" He goes, "No, not flooded." But yeah, south east turn Australia in Queensland is flash floodings that are occurring. So again, it's that sun. What's happening with the sun is definitely a part of what's going on. Thanks again, Lisa, for being here. King Sev, how's it going? Greetings, my man, from Quebec, Canada. King Sev, merci, thanks. I appreciate that, my Quebec friends. We got a couple of rallies going on in Quebec. We don't know what's going to be going on here soon yet. More rallies in Ottawa, guys. It's starting up again. Another convoy. I don't know if it's a pickup convoy this time, but we're asking Justin Trudeau to end all mandates. Elias Valhalla, who's right there up on top, told me to give the thumbs up. That gave the thumbs up, has been recording both in Ottawa and Quebec with what's been going on. So you guys can check out his channel, give him maybe a subscribe and encourage him. Killian001, thanks again for being here. How's it going, Arthur? Good day to you, man. I appreciate you being here, brother. Hey, Miss Julie Stats, how's it going, my friend? Thank you very much. Welcome. As always, thanks for being here. How's it going, Marco? Desde la República de Panama. Hi. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Bienvenido a mi canal de investigación. You said it, Sharon Taylor. No such thing as too much. Bill, how's it going? Can we strap Trudeau to a rocket and put him into space to guard our satellites? Yeah, Bill, bring it on, man, because we need some positivity and some laughter about this goon. And if you go to McDonald's, don't forget to order the Trudeau combo, which is the McChicken. So, yeah, lots of memes, lots of jokes out there with Justin Trudeau. What he's saying. I mean, basically, the guy's a terrorist with what he's doing. No Canadian respects asshole like that. It was definitely an infiltration in Canada. Our government, Parliament, the House of the House of Commons was taken over. It's, did you guys see the video that I posted a couple days back? If not, go and see it, about in the House of Commons when somebody from the cabinet spoke up about Klaus Schwab and his bragging of having infiltrated the cabinet. I've infiltrated the cabinet in Canada. And you listen to this guy saying it live on television, and you're looking around, you're like, well, no, people aren't going to react after he said that. It's absolutely ridiculous that Canada does not have a reaction after that, boy. Thanks again, Marco. That was a good one, Bill. Hey, I'm a nurse. 1968. Hello. How's it going? Hey, guys, it's Beth. Okay, well, she admitted it's her. I always go, hi, Beth. Love you, Beth. Have JC's channel on my phone. I have a wrench on that channel, so do a live stream. Love you guys. You wrenching it up. Oh, that sounds so bad, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. But yeah, absolutely. Beth, thanks for the support here. Appreciate it. Lots going on out there. I sort of think we're maybe close to, for real, World War III. Because basically, from what I'm understanding, thanks again, Arthur. From what I'm understanding is everyone's going to go to war against Russia if they continue attacking Ukraine, which is pretty bad. I saw what went on. I saw what Russia did. I'm against it. So I'm still pissed off that $720 million went to Ukraine that Trudeau gave from the people's money. But I think it should be a complicity from everyone who's helping a country. When a country is being attacked, every country should help and support the other country? Why is just the West responsible for what goes on? And it's true. It's leading countries. The leading countries are the ones that are responsible for cataclysmic events in other countries, it seems, to take care of them. I laughed because when Trump was here, was saying, hey, Puerto Rico, don't they have a president? It did make sense when you think of it, right? When you think of the way he brought that up, right? And again, it all comes down to racism, but it doesn't. It has to do with the countries. It's not very fair if American citizens are paying for the money that Biden is giving to China and elsewhere. Same thing goes for Canada. It's sad that has to happen. Of course, I agree to help the people in Puerto Rico when they were devastated by hurricanes and stuff like that. It would be so uncivilized. And of course, everyone loves Puerto Rican people. I do too. But it's the fact. It's a money fact. It's when you talk about the money. It's the way it's done, we don't have a system, in other words. So the money's taken from certain people. We don't get a say. Then it's brought off to another country, so it's very, very hard to regulate that. Mr. Clyde Laws, how's it going, brother? Hey, bro, I hope you got that little gift that I sent up, man. Let me know if you didn't. If you didn't, like I said, don't worry. It's on its way. It didn't come back. If it does, I'll let you know. But I just received some letters here from some amazing support and from people that sent me some nice cards and everything. But that were sent Clyde in November 2021. And I just got them now. So, Clyde, I hope you're doing well too, brother. Sending you energy. Thanks, Clyde, so much, man. Oh, you serious, Robert? That happens sometimes. A couple of people come here and they see that it's unbalanced. I guess they don't really see the right amount of viewers that are here, actually. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Benton. Does this mean we will be seeing a lot of military aircraft knocking about in our skies again? Do you think? I saw another Apache. I do think so, man. I really do think so. Apache, eh? That was last summer. I saw 4 or 5 Apaches, which honestly, I've never seen one in my life, even though I'm sure in your country too, we all have military bases sometimes around us, but the activity is a lot more active than it really is. So that means, so now basically, I didn't mention it, but guys, did you see today? I listened to a part of the Pentagon talking about the Ukraine war. The UN assholes talked about Ukraine. NATO was mentioned today. So now, oh goodness, it's the elites having a field day, right? That's what's going on. The elites are playing, bringing out their new toys and weapons to be shown and flagged around. What did somebody say last stream? He said, "Oh, those people with their flags." He goes, "I call them flaggots." Thanks, Peter Benton, again, man. But yeah, I do believe we are going to see, especially in areas like the States and stuff. I think we're going to go into a new type of a new era. Definitely a new era. There's talk in space about a Russian threat, and since Russia recently tested their anti-satellite test also, and thus forming debris in space, of course, when they did that, China to the States, they have their share of debris, I think, right, around Earth. Very sad, though. Oops, what am I seeing here? Gendel 15, thank you very much. Connecticut saying, hey, thank you very much. Welcome, Gendel. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, you guys. Paul Tucker, Brighton, UK. Hey, Bruce. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, aside from the crap that we're seeing in around the world, it's scary. I was watching the protests in Ottawa, like all of you were doing, and the convoys around the world, actually. And then the next day, we see that Russia was up to the border, and they had 100,000 troops there at one point. And then when Biden said they were going to attack, they turned around, everyone left, and then I think a day or two after that came back. So we're on day 2 of the Russian invasion by my Führer, Vladimir Putin. my Führer, just like back in the Nazi days, back in the days of Second World War, really scary. So that's where we're going back to. We're going back to the 1900s. We progressed, we advanced, we got up 2000, and then when 2000 hit, we started regressing, going backwards. The sun is extremely dangerous. Peter Benton got the sun. If you guys want to see it on his end, also, and of course, I got the sun yesterday, not today. Another snowstorm here today. That's what we're looking at, unfortunately. So, hey, John, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Hey there, Darla. Geraldo, right? I've been following. How many leads watching this all go down? It's as intense as the Freedom Convoys. It really is. And it's like keeping us really active. Thanks again, Paul Tucker from Brighton, UK, for being here. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? Exciting and scary at the same time. Don't forget, we're watching also the sun and what's going on with the sun and these massive solar flares and corona mass ejections and geomagnetic storms that are being formed. Guys, échappez belle, as we say in French. We really just got off really luckily of the recent geomagnetic storm. Okay, it was just off of Earth. If not, it could have been probably the first time that everything was going to go down, because at one point the satellites can go down. Is Russia the one that shot down those 40 satellites that were taken down? I don't know what's going on. Oh yes, Lisa. Yeah, Russia is physical, very physical, and unfortunately he's not listening. Okay, good news. There is talk about them supposed to. It's too late, anyways. So many deaths. There's supposed to be a meeting between both the president of Ukraine and Vladimir Putin in Russia about coming to an agreement of something. But listen, they're not going to give up their territory. It was beautiful to see that the politicians themselves now have AK-47 rifles that the government furnished them to defend their country. And they're in Kiev now, which is the capital in Ukraine. And I guess, I mean, don't depend on me. Anyways, I don't know. I'm hoping Crimea, Belarus was already taken over by Russia, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's more Russian based, I think. And other countries should be concerned, because in reality, no matter what you think of Ukraine or not, whether you have an opinion or not, it's an independent area of sovereignty that is being, taken away. They recently showed Justin Trudeau's friggin' speech in 2015 or 16, and I couldn't get over it. How he says he wants to come in because the rights of Canadians are not respected by everyone in the government, and he's going to take over that part and bring back the freedoms of Canadians. And then, of course, he turns around and invoked the Emergency Act on my birthday, apparently. Wasn't too happy about that. And but now Justin Trudeau remains accountable, right? He's going through court right now, basically. He's through a tribunal, and they're asking him, why did he implement it? Why did he need it? And there's a lot of very specific questions that are being asked to him. Let me tell you, it's not looking too good for our dishonorable Prime Minister. Sugar B, thanks for being here. Hello to you. Oliver Klein, thanks again for stopping by. Andrew, I didn't get a chance to thank you for the last contribution, man. And at the last minute, I turned off the live stream. Thank you very much. Did you get my super chat at the end of the last stream? Yes, I did, sir. And I appreciate it. But unfortunately, if you go back and actually look at when the stream ended, you'll see 6 or 7 times where I started writing capital letters thanking you at the bottom, but that I had apologized for actually having turned the stream off. Yeah, I saw it at the last minute, man. I did, sir. I love you for it, bro. Thank you very, very much, man. Beth says, I think Ukraine has deep state stuff going on. Yeah, okay. And we can talk about this, by the way, because we're not talking about, and I'm not going to talk about the deaths or anything, okay? No morbid part. I'm just talking about the connection and the war and the ideal of it all. But that's a very good thing that you said. And there's a lot that we don't know that I don't know myself. Geraldo Riviera. Geraldo de Rivera. I was thinking of the real Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo Riviera. Thank you for being here. That's a really good one, Beth, that you brought up because, listen, Putin says he's liberating Ukraine from neo-Nazism. Okay. And the people in Ukraine are like, what the F are you talking about? Right. So they give themselves an ulterior motive. And like we heard many say, that to remain in power and at the same time to have access to more funds when there's emergencies or cataclysmic events or apocalyptic events, these leaders have access to more funds. They have more power and control over federal officers, and they have control over our bank accounts, like now Justin Trudeau. And apparently there were no bank accounts frozen by the act. So they are asking him a lot of questions. It's like, well, why did you need to invoke the act if you were able to freeze the bank accounts without invoking the emergency act? Lots going on, but it is related to the deep state, and we have no idea what's going on. And maybe Ukraine did something, or there's a deal that we don't know about. And up in the high ranking elites, shouldn't say the biggest assholes, in other words, there's definitely some fighting going on. Wonder if it's the age group, the age gap. The elite children now are fighting back with the older elites, maybe? It's going to happen at one point. Hey, what's up? Gate Smasher. Hoorah. Thank you very much for being here. How's it going, brother? Nice to see you. Thank you very much, Darla, for welcoming everyone. They beat an apartment complex. Yep. Yeah, I saw it. Really sad. Also some shrapnel. One of the kids, I saw that too. And right beside it, man, a park. And today or in the night, a school also was hit, whether it was deliberate. Of course, obviously, some of these effing missiles, they lead off course, right? They're flying these over civilians. That's the most disgusting part. They're flying it over civilians. It's like there's no laws. We can't drive drunk in our cars, which makes sense, and I agree with it, because you don't want to hit or kill someone, like a kid, an animal, or anyone, right? An adult. But when they're flying missiles to go hit somewhere in the capital or something, it's okay for them to fly over the schools, the parks, and the residential areas. And it makes no friggin' sense. Very, very maddening. I have prepared for a propaganda movie, Moon. Oh, yes, Moonfall. Geraldo Riviera. And I've been hearing about it too. I have not seen it yet, but, or actually, it's maybe not out yet. Maybe I think I just saw the trailer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what that one will be all about. All about, which, by the way, it's Albertans that say about, and people maybe in Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, that can have that expression. For the first time myself, I heard someone in Alberta say, what a boot. And I said, oh my gosh, we've found out why Americans say Canadians say a boot. Of course, Alberta being close to the American border too, all along that, when the Americans come in and it's like, oh, how about something to eat? And some people are like, wow, Canadians say a boot. We don't. Different expressions. I'm sure we have some expressions here that they don't say in Alberta too, vice versa. 1968, you're right. Sugar Bee, do you think, says Andrew, aliens would know they're aliens? I don't think they would, man. Probably honestly would not know that they are. Or would they be like a cat raised with dogs? I think so. Growing up thinking it's a dog, I would say that. Like us, for example, let's say we came from the moon in theory. Well, we look at the moon and we're like, wow, we wouldn't be able to live on the moon because it's like we'd be like probably short, we'd be gray. It's like it's in space. No, when you're on the planet and the surface of the moon, you're not in space, are you? When you think of it, eh? People always say, hey, they're going to Jupiter in space. They're not going to space. If you land on the planet, you're not in space anymore. That's how I look at it. Maybe the sun has so much of an atmosphere and the blinding light is just because it's a big planet like Earth. Earth from far away is a blinding, probably blue fizzing light that looks like a very bright star. Then when you start getting close to it, you start seeing that it's like a cloud, right? And then after that, you start getting inside of it. Then you see it's inside of a solar system. You see all the other planets, right? From far away, when they're looking at Earth, are you kidding me? No one's looking at Earth. They're looking at the solar system. The solar system's like that big. Imagine. We are the aliens too. If you look at it that way, we can be the aliens, right? We could be the ones that are actually driving around from planet to planet, picking up beings on all the different planets and comparing them here, like those effed up elites, Frankenstein guys, like doing experiments on people. Like, let's put an alien penis from a guy on Jupiter on a human being just to see if the penis from Jupiter works on the guy from. I'm telling you, the experimentation and what they're doing, it's crazy. You know how they told us, oh my goodness, Hitler wanted to experiment by putting pig's eyes in humans. No, it's the elites. That's what they do. And a lot of people don't believe it. Let me tell you, the way we look, maybe that's what they did. And maybe we are a new type of alien, right? Maybe it's the evolution of making humans better over a long period of time. Maybe thousands of years ago, humans didn't last as long, but I tend to think we lasted a lot longer. Now that they're poisoning us, wanting us to have shorter lifespans, probably. It's so nice to catch a live with you, Bruce. Hope you all have a good weekend. Thank you very much, Mama Bear. Worries. Thanks for the amazing support, you guys and gals. Yeah, I heard about that too. March 4th crash. It was the 4th, eh? I thought I heard the 4th. On purpose? Yeah, I don't know if it's on purpose. Is it? Apparently, it's something that's supposed to come down. I don't know. I really don't know. There's still debris flying around from the landing, 1969. So weird. So many players in the Ukraine, NATO, and UN, CIA. Yes, FBI, Russia. No, you're absolutely right about that. Max Vision remote viewing class. Welcome. Absolutely. FBI, Russia. Who as playing? Who? Oh, look, they are playing us. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. It's all a setup, and they don't talk to us about what's going on. And I would even say the reasons why there's a war that we are hearing about is probably not the probable cause. That we're just hearing something that they're trying, to lie to us as they always do. Thank you very much, Mr. Gate Smasher. Hoorah. Feeling the vibe, says Christopher. John, how's it going? Time for the dominoes to fall and awaken the people. Yeah, absolutely right about that. Judy Barker, welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming back. Timberland, how's it going? Come to Norway. We are safe. Thanks for letting me know that. Don't mention it to too many people because I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to wind up there in Norway. A lot of good people here from Norway. A couple of people, like 10, 20 people from Norway that have come to the channel here, and I thank you guys and gals for doing so. I think it's funny Biden wants, says my friend Beth, I think it's funny Biden wants our bodies, yes, oof, Bruce, our border agents in the U.S. to go protect Ukraine's. Yes, we have no border in the U.S. I know, it is the funniest thing, Beth. Protect the sovereignty of Ukraine. So they're going to fly American people that are being persecuted for wanting freedom to go and defend over there. Again, I agree we have to defend Ukraine, but it's exactly true what you just said. That's crazy shit. Excuse my expression. It's true. Peter Hyde, thank you so much for the generous contributions, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for the amazing support you give this channel. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Hyde. Thanks, man. Lindsay Shaw is in the house. Good evening to you, Lindsay. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Evening, I'm glad to watch from beginning tonight. Thank you. Yes, it's a bit more fun arriving at the right time. And for those of you who don't know, but thanks to all newcomers to the channel too at the same time, I have a lot of footage taken with a 14-inch telescope and both infrared cameras, and I'm very lucky to get a lot of good footage. I've done some good magnification videos. We can really see a lot of activity on the moon. And for those who don't know, Fridays, I live stream twice. Every Friday, it's my 6th year now, at both 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Montreal time, and 8 p.m. Montreal time. So 1 and 8, 18. Every Friday, we do that. And hopefully throughout the year, we'll do more than just that because the good weather is coming back very, very soon. We're arriving in March there. So I'm looking forward to that. Arthur, yeah, it was in Queensland, right? Good. I'm happy I wasn't wrong about that. I heard that, though, southeast, I guess, in Queensland. And of course, the floods were ridiculous, and the flash floods that go up fast. So that is all the sun unregulating everything. It's crazy stuff. Definitely. Wow, imagine the timing of this, very suspicious. It really is, Max. The timing is suspicious. That's what I mean. The need now, the worry about the satellites in space. It's Space Command this afternoon or yesterday. We're speaking about this, that they're going to need more. It's always more funding and more power, right? To be able to, find out a threat. They're not worried about them using the satellite ones. They'll be able to track that it's Russia that did it. They'd see some debris, right? You'd see a rocket or something, but other means they're not necessarily mentioning how. I think they're talking about the direct energy weapons. We have a problem, Houston. It's the frequencies now that are going to take everything down. Peter says, I find it funny how sometimes you get notifications sometimes with plenty of time to drop a message, or two, and other times you're waiting 5 minutes or longer to then have your phone tell you where you been. Yeah, it pisses me off, man, and I'm sorry about that. And it does that to most of you. I hear it all the time, unfortunately. Lisa McDonald, good evening to you. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by, Lisa. Planetary Protector, we need some of those. How's it going? Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot. Just seen Epstein's friend. Oh yes, he got killed. That was imprisoned in France. Also hung himself. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know about that one. I know he's a goner. His associate. Same way with cameras off. So yeah, all right. So they're both on a Caribbean island, or they were honestly both killed because they knew every person that was there and probably knew a lot of stuff. So yep, something happened. Very suspicious for sure. Yes, damn YouTube, man. It pissed me off, I'm telling you. Geraldo Riviera says the wall, President Trump's wall, was meant to highlight what was going on there. The cost was peanuts compared to what has been stolen from us. That's very, very true. Geraldo Riviera, you're absolutely right about that, brother. Ashley, you're a goner. Probably already gone. Let's see. Yes, she's already gone. Bye-bye, Penny. Bye-bye, Penny. Super Dave 44 is in the house. Thank you very much, Mr. Super Dave 44. You guys can definitely check out Super Dave 44's channel because I know you're going to appreciate it. Up-to-date events and some cool videos. Love you, man. Smash it, please. Thank you, Lisa McDonald. Appreciate that. Thanks, Darla. Yeah. I agree. Turtle needs to be taken out 100%. He definitely needs to be taken out. He literally lied, Lisa, to us. Like he came in and said, "Oh, the government's scum, and we're going to come in and fix it," and turned around and was worse than every government member that's ever been here. He was worse than his dad. Imagine, who did implement the War Act, October 16th, 1970. Pierre Elliott Trudeau invoked the War Measures Act, which caused a lot of people with guns to be walking around because at that point, the FLQ guerrilla operation, whatever you want to call it, and the freedom fighters, I call them, came in and they kidnapped some members of the Quebec government. So it was really, really serious. And they actually killed them. That's how serious it got. So when he invoked the act, there were some people there. And of course, that gives them permission to do a whole bunch of it. Gives them other powers, right? Yes, Mike, definitely. Distorted reality. Thanks for coming back. Shamrock. Shake is back for limited time at McDonald's. Thank you very much for letting us know that. We'll definitely try one. Just T got Schwab. Yeah, Max, that's well said. Yes, seriously, right? Thanks, Julie. He definitely got swabbed. Clyde Laws says, "What's up, Bruce? How you doing, Knights of the Swartz?" Thank you, Mr. Clyde Laws. Rules, how are you doing, brother? Sending you some healing energy, man. I'm doing good, man. A little bummed, like everyone pretty much is, with what's going on. But honestly, I'm staying positive because I think we all know that the shit had to hit the fan, excuse the expression, for things to get through, for things to get ahead. Thanks for the generous contributions, man. Penetrated. I like that word. I'm buying a boat. A boot. I'm buying a boat to live on. Hey, love day, Bibi or BB. It's a dream of mine to live on a houseboat. I've thought of that many a times. It'd be something incredible. I'm pretty sure. I'm buying a boat to live on in the UK. I'm done with life. Life is but a dream. Klaus is a tosser. He really is. Yeah, I totally hear you on that. I totally hear you on that. I think a lot of us have been thinking of that too, right? Like just like leaving, leaving the town, just going into like a wooded area in a small little room hut sort of house, and just like leave society, Society's screwed up. And some of these leftists are really worse than the government themselves. Government says shit and then they turn around and they just, like those people wearing 6 masks. I've never seen people want to get jabbed so much. I mean, people on heroin don't even stab themselves that often. And these people want to get jabbed every week. Enough is enough. End all mandates. That's what's going to happen. If not, the protests are going to continue. Francois Legault in Quebec, you better hurry up, brother. I suggest each and every one of you, if you're in Canada, to email your premiers. I've emailed them all. No, but almost. Doug Ford, I emailed him twice. Told him he was fat. No, I'm kidding. I'm fat, guys. I was just kidding. I wasn't going to say that. I would have said that. I called him it was a fat head, though. But I did email Francois Legault and Justin Trudeau many a times, telling him to end the mandates, telling him that he lied and went over his word. Anyways, it just makes me so sick. Make me so sick that they did that. It's too bad. Heather, thanks for being here. Sammy M. Hey, how's it going? Nice to have you back. Hey, thanks, John. Berkeley. May the Swartz be with you. Boy, hey, listen, when I was in school, say to yourself, when Space Wars came out, I would, no, actually, sorry, Spaceballs. Oof, I'm getting old. So that was something they never ended telling me, may the Schwartz be with you. That's right after they stopped calling me Bruce the Moose, especially that I was Canadian. I bet Klaus penetrated Justin. for sure. Yes. Yeah. Penetrated his cabinet. Right? Raymond Kistner, thank you very much. Look at Texas News Studios. They're saying the Russian military telling the Ukraine military to surrender or they kill families. Yes. What we at the missile crisis of early 1960s really are, Raymond, is very, very concerning. And of course, um, my um, hats off and condolences to um, Snake Island. They lost 13. Listen, the Russians went by. They told him to surrender, and he said, "Fuck you, Russian military." And then their lives were taken away. All 13 of them on Snake Island. Rest in peace, every one of them, because they were worried about what was going to happen and going on. So basically, this is an illegal invasion of what Putin's doing. So hopefully, the sanctions will be enough to harm him, but it won't bring back the people of the lives that he killed already, which is really not okay. Love the last video. Thank you so much, Beth, for appreciating it. I really wonder, are they shooting rockets from the moon or at it? Great captures. Thank you so much. And you see it. You see all those lights, and you see the lights going over areas of the moon where they're lighting up the surface and stuff like that. That is scary as hell. So you can be sure nobody went and landed on the moon. They wouldn't have landed amongst all that. We'll be seeing a lot of military aircraft knocking about in the skies. Yes. Again, do you think I saw another? Oh, yeah, I read that before. How come that came back up? Sorry about that, brother. Yeah, I definitely. I'm sure we're going to see something. Thanks, Beth. Geraldo Rivera. I'm pretty sure World War III began. Well, yeah. I think you're right about that, bro. They're even saying, Geraldo, that now apparently the war that we're having right now would be the start of World War IV. That World War III occurred or is still occurring, and that nobody brought it up. But I hear you on that. Definitely. Thanks again, Clyde Laws. Thanks everybody for the generous contributions. If you're here, you're generously contributing to the channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to give a thumbs up. I waited 6 years to start telling people that, but since there's no thumbs up, I decided, hey, it's only you guys giving the thumbs up anyways. Taking the time to subscribe. If you appreciate the videos, if you think I'm legitimate, I'm authentic, that I'm an okay guy or an interesting guy with research that's interesting to you, take the time to subscribe because it also supports me. Thank you very much. When Bush brought down the tower, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what happened. It was an inside job. That's what people said, obviously, and it was the best way to blame it on the Muslim terrorists because hey, it made sense, right? Like everyone, like think of it. When I heard it was them, I was almost happy that they blamed them, right? It's like wow, yeah, it's definitely so. Yeah, inside job. The Pentagon was built and the first day that they started digging in the ground was on September 11th. September 11th. I'm not kidding you. You look up on Wikipedia, when did they start building the Pentagon? And you're going to see a date that says when the first shovel went into the ground to start digging the perimeter of the Pentagon was on September 11th. So when I saw that September 11th, the trade centers got hit with those digital people that sure maybe some died, but we never heard the families complain after that. I was baffled by watching trade centers go down, and the third building, Tower 3, went down, and then another building went down, and then there was no coroner vans or ambulances. That's all I was waiting to see. I was expecting to see ambulances lined up, parked too wide on one street, ready to enter and leave the area. They should have created a perimeter for a line of ambulances to come in and go out, and I did not see that. There were things that didn't make any sense. I'm not saying they didn't necessarily hit the buildings, but we even see, anyways, won't get into that. It's another story, the 9/11, but yeah. Hey, Bruce, amazing last video, man. Thanks, Ed, for appreciating it, man. The materializing of UFOs was real cool. Thanks for appreciating it. So, do you think those are extraterrestrials? Like that technology seems out of reach for us. I think so, Ed, because the same reason of exactly what you just said is I don't think we are evolved enough to have that technology and capability. I really don't think we're advanced enough at all, especially when I see that nothing's changed, right? We have microwaves now and remote controls, right? There's not much difference, VCRs. There's not much difference. That was the evolution. Hey, 100 years ago, we gave them a TV. Well, give them a remote and put it in color. Come on. Come on. We can make them compact now. Well, why did they make them so big? Well, we had to look like, it had to be that big so that people would buy it because they pay for the parts and everything, make the world go around, that money. Jack, thanks for being here. Rallo says World War III was never going to be fought with bullets. It was the mind they were after. That's true, Geraldo. And I'll tell you another thing. Vladimir Putin himself said that there would never be another world war on the ground with boots on the ground, even though they're actually on the ground going into Ukraine. Blew up the bridge in Ukraine, by the way. Yay. That was a smart move so that they won't go in. We're seeing in Ukraine, guys, the politicians, the people that are politicians there who've never carried guns, have a gun on their shoulders given by the government. There's 20,000 guns that were given out to Ukrainians. So that means 20,000 of them are staying, defending their country. Hats off to them all. And Geraldo, Vladimir Putin said that it's going to be a frequency war. The next war will be an annihilation because one person will send off the nuclear hypersonic nuclear warhead, and then the other one sends off the warhead. So then that's the end of two countries, which is basically end of the world's population. Not population, but end of the world's trade. Anyways, definitely. Thanks again, Peter Benton. Nope, still not received it, but move up to stage 4. You'll get it, man. Stage 4. Yeah, well, you got to control that shit, man. Right? I mean it, bro. Stay strong and think of yourself. Heal yourself as best you can. And yeah, keep people around you, though. Got to keep people around you, man. You got to keep talking to people. And I love you, man. Michael, almost 100 people watching. Let's go. His likes up. Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much, brother. Putin reminds me of Hitler. So does the same to me. Yes, absolutely. With all the different types of hypersonic nukes and cobalt nukes, and yep, true to kill people with SMH. It's absolutely true. It is sad. He took over Chernobyl because obviously by taking over Chernobyl, it's because that puts him right on the border of Ukraine, Belarus, Crimea. It's all in the area where he can be close to make himself a base at the same time. And this is very troubling. And a lot of other European countries are very worried because it's literally a European country that's being taken over and losing its sovereignty. And it's done in a very vicious way. Very, very vicious way, I find, the way it's being done. Sugar Bee, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hey, Jack, thanks a lot. Texas in the house. Panhandle, Texas Panhandle. Thanks a lot, you guys. We love you down there. Judy Barker is in the chat. Anyone from a question, please type it now. Bruce takes ages to answer. Said it like David Letterman. Ages. Exposing fakes in the house. The Russians want to attack the Chernobyl plant. Now I heard. Yes. Hey there, brother. Absolutely. That's exactly what's going on. They want to attack the plant. And yeah, prices are rising, exposing fakes. Everything's costing a lot now. Apartment buildings and stuff, but hang tight. Everything's going to go up. The cost of heating is going up. The food's going up, but that's because of the shit war that we're having. But we're winning, man. We're going to hold the line and we're going to get this. That way we'll all be able to party together, have a big powwow. Exposing fakes. Thank you so much for the support that you give this channel and coming back. Talk about the American biolabs in Ukraine. I'll try not to. I could say one thing. Thanks again, exposing fakes. I could tell you one thing. It's probably why the reason why we're seeing some bombing there. You never know. Maybe it has to do with the deep state. Maybe it has to do with the V, right? And that's why they're bombing there, because there's some maybe Americans that are there doing some testing. Who knows? That's good, man. That's what I want to hear. Got to hang in there. Clyde's going through a battle, my friends. We've been battling it out for a while. And this shit COVID 2 years where I really think that there's something in the air that these scumbags really tried to kill us, guys. This, gotta wonder. Klaus Schwab, Economic Forum. Yes, Bilderberg. Yep, exactly. Big Pharma. Yes, social credit. Evil. Yes, very evil. Digital ID to Canada soon. Yeah, but it won't come in, Elizabeth, because we'll take down the parliament way before that. We need some serious people here in Canada, and they're already doing it now. Many of us are speaking out more than we do regularly on social media. People are coming together to form legal protest groups and big groups that gather in areas to protest against what the tyranny, what we're seeing. So that's just horrible. But we are going to stand up. I'm not going to let the mark of the beast be on me. That's for sure. I'm not jabbed. I'm a pure blood. I'm not going to get jabbed. But still, the beauty in all of this is that the jabbed and unjabbed together are together to end mandates, and it's for one reason: it's for our freedoms. It has nothing to do with anything else. And we're gonna make it happen. Dandelion tea and pine needle tea, Clyde. Yeah, and I actually love that. The dandelion tea too is good. And I have a family member that actually makes the pine needle tea. Yep. Absolutely. Spear thrower. Evening, Bruce and chat. Thank you so much for being here. Let me scroll down here because I'm exposing fakes. Thank you so much. Russia's talking about Chernobyl. Not good. Exposing fakes and everyone who gave a generous contribution. Sorry about that, guys. Love you, man. Thanks so much. Yeah. Chernobyl, whatever the hell they're going to be doing there, is they're going to be close to the border. Also, Belarus. Not good. Definitely not good. I'm so glad to find that all the people I follow turned out to be patriots and freedom lovers. Mike Tags, that's a good thing, man. I agree with you. I did the same. A lot of the channels that I'm following are all on the same end. That's a good thing. Hey, Chris Kringle. Yes, la résistance. La pièce de résistance. That's what's coming, my friend. Kelly, how's it going? Shalom. Thank you very much. Welcome. Thanks, Kelly. Kelly Denning. Chris Kringle, thanks a lot, man. Alkaline water also. Yep, I heard that too is good. Jaybird, sorry. Joybird, sorry about that. Jaybird. Hi, Bruce. I've been keeping up with the news, man. It's getting crazy on Earth. It really is, guys. It's getting so nuts. You see how the protests are ramped up now to the point of being by the tens and hundreds of thousands now around the world. It really is a beautiful thing now. And I noticed something beautiful where all around the world people were flagging flags of Canada and other countries as they were going in, marching into their own parliament. New Zealand did it. I saw people in New Zealand barge into their parliament with a Canadian flag. It's something very, very beautiful. I'm worried about my son. I'm worried about my mother, my family, my brothers, and you guys, and my real, my brother, and all the shit that's going on. The rights, people's rights getting taken away. I believe that people stand up in a time of war and stuff like that. It's like, screw the house, screw the car, screw material. Let's do this. That's how I see it. That's what we have to do, is to stand up to the tyranny. Hey, Bruce Boyd, do you think Putler, yes, has lost the plot? I do. I really, really do. I don't know what the hell's going on, actually. There's something that we don't know. Like Beth said, there's definitely something that we're not understanding, or that doesn't make perfect sense what's going on in reality. It's confusing. Thing is, Putin is kind of going after our real enemy. Yes, and I'm understanding that. It's good that we talk about this. So yes, something's going on. It has to happen. And yes, yeehaw, yes, exactly. That's what's going on, Geraldo. But it's true. You're right about that. Hey, Scratch, you're right about that, spear thrower. I think it has to happen. And they really are, like you say, kind of going after our real enemy. Yes, the elites. It's weird. Russian elite. So is Vladimir Putin an oligarch, or is he really an elite, right? Or does he deal with the higher elites, which are like Moscow, Soviet sort of thing? KGB still, just a different name, different term now. Sugar Bee, I had cancer 2010. Didn't know about the year then, but um, but I drink the tea. Heard great things about it. Sugar Bee, I believe you, and I also was told that by my mother. My mother is the one that made me start drinking tea, and I drink a lot of good teas like green tea and stuff like that. Also the dandelion tea, also, which I like. Thanks again, Peter. I appreciate it, man. That's blocked. I bet they're already blocked. Yes, the trolls are fast, of course. Block everyone before me. Scroll all the way down now. Williams there. Thanks, everyone. Scrolling down, because if not, I can't see everyone and I always miss everything. Jeez, a lot of comments. Is it impossible to get to the bottom? Okay, I think I'm there. 8:59. Let's go as of 8:59. Now let's go back up as of 8:45. Can I? No. Josh. Hey, Tommy Flanagan. Hello, Earthlings. Thank you very much for being here. Lightning, Will I Am Robin. Stop CERN, Switzerland. Yes, I agree. Bruce, you play a mean guitar. Hey, Josh, thanks. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that, brother. I love playing guitar, man. I miss my electric guitar. I have to go get one at one point, but thanks so much. They always told us apple seeds are yeah, it's true, eh? And everything's becoming the opposite now, eh? Thanks again, Josh. Andrew says, I've heard Putin is targeting deep state sites in Ukraine. I also did hear that. And it could be something incredible. It could be a very good thing. He knows what he's doing. And if he's not listening to the other countries that are all trying to create sanctions against him, don't forget, US and Canada, unfortunately now, I never thought I'd say this, but well, actually I knew, I've been saying it for a long time, we're corrupt. Guilty, right? We have Trudeau, and we have Vladimir Putin in Russia. We have Biden in the States. So totally corrupt. Not sure about Boris anymore in the UK either. Sure as hell don't trust Merkel in Germany. I'll tell you what, I always said to myself, Bruce, when you're able to name all the presidents of the countries, the basic countries in the world, because not all of them, there's over 200 countries, it's because there's a problem. If I start knowing the names of people in the Russian politics and stuff and politicians, it's because they're coming up and lots is going on. Vladimir Putin is a killer. He's a murderer, right? You do know that, right? There's people that were like that guy that he put poison in his underwears. Remember that one? Screaming in a plane, the guy. Vladimir Putin tried to poison him. And that's a guy that's running against Vladimir Putin, saying that, he's not a good president. So Vladimir Putin, all these people have to be taken out of power. Angel Castro, hello. Thank you very much for being here. It's another one, alkaline water. Yeah. Hey, Rich Williams. Rich, I don't know if you saw the first stream, brother. I got your letter, man. Thank you very much for the generous letter, bro. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. I got amazing mail from a bunch of people. And I thank you very much. I appreciate it, bro. I love you, man, for it. Hey, Bruce, and hey, everybody. Haven't been here in a while. I've missed you all. So, some of these letters and stuff that I got from you guys was sent a long time ago, and I only just received it now. Lena Franklin wrote me 2 letters back in November 8th, the beginning of November 2021, and I just got it this week. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that. We need all people in all countries to say no to the current agenda. Yes, Max Vision, remote viewing class. We need, for the first time, to stand up for real, everyone together. It's good, though, because a lot more people are standing up. I saw a lot of elderly people at the protests in Ottawa. It was absolutely amazing to see them out there supporting people, and it was beautiful. Eternity is reality. We are trapped. Yeah, but we're going to have to make the best of it, and I'm sure we're going to be able to manage. I always say, there's no 2 ways about it. You have to tap into dark energy. The dark energy you don't want to play with. But to beat a devil, you have to be a devil. So turn your anger, if you're a good person, and for the first time, if any anger comes out, divert it to the system, to the governments. Open your eyes, some of you, and look at what's going on. Look at what the government's doing. They're killing us. They're killing people. It's horrible what they're doing to us. It's revenge from the 30-year-old proxy. Yes, war with the Taliban. Yep, Masky Man. You're absolutely right about that. It's repetitive. It doesn't stop. Tyranny is all the time. They don't tell you necessarily why they're fighting, but they're always continually doing it anyways. Michael, I subscribed the day I saw the waves pass over the moon. Hey, thanks, Michael Corcoran. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I hope to get more waves this summer, or maybe not. Actually, I said I hope. It's maybe not a good thing that we saw the waves. But yeah, I'm happy that you were able to see that video, Michael. Not a lot of people saw that double wave. It was a double wave too that went over 2 waves over the moon. I was really lucky that night to have got it. Thanks again, Michael. Lisa says, what is the new queen's name, Darla? Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Is it Queen Queen Ramona. Ask Darla. I do not remember, but Lisa, you have to look up that channel. If that's the one that Darla is talking about, we have a declared new Queen of Canada, and she's also threatening to kill certain people if they don't do certain things. She's really a special case. Places where all the Bilderberg meeting took place. Oh well, Andrew, you see, guys, we're living through the most beautiful time in the effing world. I assure you. Okay. The elites are really crumbling. And for the first time, we're probably sending effing missiles into the sides of their frickin' buildings. These scumbag elites that have been trafficking our children, have been abusing and poisoning both elders and adults. Enough is enough. The Bilderberg group, for those of you who don't know about it, check it out. Look at the lists of all the scumbags that are there, and a very eccentric list, a very mysterious list where you could see someone from the news media appear there one year. And those are people that get together, those who don't know, to talk about world events like economic failures, apocalyptic events, you name it. And basically, they get together, the Bilderberg Bruce. Why am I keep saying the Bilderberg Bruce? The Bilderberg group, because Bruce is a Bilderberg member, right? The Bilderberg group to get together and to talk about taking over the world and for dominating the world, like they did with a big pharma and big tech. That's what happened. That's where it was done. It was the Bilderberg group together talking about all this shit. So they're the ones responsible for sure. So you see, Josh says he's not elite. That's what I thought, man, because I was really upset at the beginning when I thought, saw him attack Ukraine. I'm not going to hide that. But if he's attacking certain areas because they have to do with infiltrated Bilderberg or elite scumbag because of Canada and stuff, I'm definitely all for it. But I'm happy to say that I'm happy to hear that he's not an elite. I wouldn't have thought he was, Josh, if you listen to what he talked about in the past. I heard him open up telling people that, literally talking like us, that the elites are taking over the world, the depopulation and all that. He was vague when he talked about the depopulation, but he still brought it up. But it's good to know that he's not an elite. Manifest your dreams and world. Sugar Bee, well said. Putin went to the Davos Academy as well. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm really concerned about that also, especially that the Davos is literally run by China's president, Jinping, okay, whatever the hell his name is. Out of all world leaders, Putin is apparently the only one who isn't resetting with the WEF or Davos. Yes. Do you guys know that 3/4 of the Canadian cabinet is infiltrated, and Klaus Schwab took possession, literally took control over the Canadian Parliament, which really is concerning for me. And his name, Klaus Schwab, was brought up at a House of Commons meeting. For me to be sitting down listening to House of Commons meetings is because there is seriously a problem. But be reassured, be positive that the elites have been exposed. That's number one. The elites have been exposed. Some are already awaiting trial. Some of them have been murdered. I don't care what anybody says. It's true. Some of them are going to be. Okay. We're going to take back the world, and the good people are going to rise up again at one point. Talk about a liberation in 2026. When I say liberation, more that by 2026, they're going to be able to 3D print hearts and everything, like literally, you know. Um, the medicine and all cures to cancer. We already have the cures to all cancers, I believe. I don't know what Clyde thinks about that, but I believe that they kept that information hidden from us for a long time, but it's all changing. It's all changing, and everything's going to be coming out. Maybe giving us a chance to live better lives, which would absolutely be amazing, I think. Let's hope the sheep learn how to say no. That's exactly it. We're all on the same wavelength. And you know what? Because we're all thinking of this and everyone is combining energies, I find more now. I believe that that's why we're going to win, guys. Andrew said it. Andrew Lepensi, we were or Andrew Lapensi. We're talking about you and I. Well, you mentioned about the conscious, the control, about the humans being us, but through our minds and conscious controlling us. Probably, I think there's a lot of reality to that, and mind control. The zombies are the lefts, those leftists that are like they're like that. They don't no reaction or nothing. Just government wants us to put on 3 masks. Okay, so they get out, in their car and they go to a grocery store, walking down the aisle, and they're just looking. They've been to 6 grocery stores. Everyone's wearing a mask, but they're going to find someone without a mask to go up to them and tell them, "You piece of shite, put on a mask." Well, you see the leftists all over there. I saw one at the grocery store that said that to somebody. It wasn't even any of my business. And I went over to talk to her, told her to get the hell out of the store. Honestly, I do the opposite. Hey, put on your freaking mask. I go up to her and say, "Get the hell out of the store. Leave." That's how I think mentality. You have all these people destroying the community, one person trying to destroy the whole town because they want everyone to be wearing masks. Funny stuff. Beth, thank you so much. It's Queen Romana. Queen Romana or Romana. Thank you, Beth. I am Nurse 1968. Love ya. Yeah, that's it, guys. You have to check up on YouTube. I got a dry throat. Excuse me. Queen Romana. You have to look her up. She declares being the new queen of Canada. I think next stream I might share out her videos. But since she's been threatening people to death, I don't think I'm going to share her video. Juan Perez, hey man. Thanks a lot, bro. Well, I guess apple seeds just have a bit more to get the mention. Yeah, and speaking of apple seeds, did you see it was on the news, and not CNN news, but CNN was on the news where they were showing missiles. Hey, that'd be a name. You want to call your daughter Melissa, but she's born during a war. You call her Melissa. Anyways, the missiles were raining down, and I don't remember what I was saying anymore. So the Serenity Gardens, Uxbridge, man and women, end of story. Yep, man and woman, only 2 genders, if that's what you were talking about. Hey, I am brain dead tonight. And if somebody says, "Aren't you always?" Don't fall for the tricks. Putin went to Davos Academy. Yeah, open-minded, man. I'm watching. But, both of you are right. Both sides are right. No, it doesn't seem he's an elite, but yes, he's doing stuff that's making us believe he is, Max, like you just said. So, yes, I'm remaining open-minded. So you haven't lost me yet. I'm still on your side. I'm still believing that there's something not right about Putin. Even if he is against the elites, there's something not right about him. I think President Putin is clearing out some really nasty stuff, literally and figuratively. And that, on a positive note, I definitely hope so. I'd like to think so also. Tim, in his speech, I'm off to make a members video for you all. I have infrared footage to look at from 2 nights ago, right before the storm hit. In his speech, Boot Scootin' Putin, I love that. Boot Scootin' Putin states he doesn't recognize Jerusalem as the capital and Golan Heights belongs to Syria. So What is the overall picture? Yeah, great mention, Tim. And I'm lost. Like, I don't know, right? I have no idea what's going on. I'd be honest with you guys. I have great intuition, but I do not know what's going on. I dreamt of Putin. I know you guys are going to laugh. Not this week, a very long time. It was last year, I think, or 2 years ago, even. I think it was last year. But in my dream, um, I met Putin in the woods in the summer. And he had a red bag. And inside the bag, he had a watch. And I don't think it was a grandfather's watch. I think it was a wristwatch. And he gave it to me, a gold wristwatch. And if I'm not mistaken, whether the number was on 3 or 6, don't depend on what I said because it was so long ago. But for me, it was a significant meaning. And when I saw that Putin invaded Ukraine, I said, well, maybe it's something that will last 3 to 6 days. I do believe that they're going to grant the sovereignty of Ukraine, but like you guys said, it was probably to do a hit job on those dirty elites. So if so, good. I hope so, right? That's how I see it. 100% they're making him out to be a monster. He won't play ball with the WEF. Damn right. We're going to win. We're going to win it. We're going to see what's going on. Hopefully, Putin has gone rogue, but he is generally in the Council of Nine, which includes superpowers, archangels, indigenous, extraterrestrial. Yes. So, like I said, I also said another thing. I said, watch if the alien extraterrestrials don't come down here. Tim Ravel, thanks a lot. Watch if the UFO lights don't come down to stop Putin doing what he's doing. Or maybe they're already here helping him, achieve what he's going to achieve. But pray, before I get off here with you guys, pray that the elites will lose. And I know they will, but still pray just in case I'm wrong, right? That's the whole goal of it. Powdered apple seeds. So yeah, CNN, that's what I wanted to say before. You just reminded me of the apple seeds. There was a missile attack and they paused it and it said brought to you by Applebee's. And then they started dancing around a fire and drinking beer and stuff like that. And it was on the news, and apparently they got in a lot of trouble, CNN, for doing that. CNN's done, right? CNN is fake news. Don Lemon, that moron, biggest, dumbest ass I've ever seen on television, racist, most racist person I've ever seen at a media station. These guys are getting paid by who do you think? Who knows? A whole apple a day. Yes, we'll keep it. Yes, exactly. So they say. So they say. The Serenity Gardens, Uxbridge. Call sin can be forgiven, for your blood can be cleansed. Yeah, sin can be free. Yes, exactly. Well said. I like that. That was well said. It's true. I believe it. See good things to record. I never have anything on me. The Putin we see is, Sharon Taylor. It's funny you say that. I had the creeps, and I swear to you, seeing him this afternoon talking there. Okay, I understand age, and it could be just my imagination or coincidence, but this bloated, roundish face at the bottom, his reaction of seriousness. He looked so mean this afternoon talking. It, in the back of my head, sometimes I think of those things actually. Double-edged sword. He's going after the deep state, who are the real Nazis. Yes. And you know what? He did declare that he was going after the Nazis, double-edged sword, right? He said that it's a neo-Nazism that was ruling there, and that's what they're taking over. And the people of Ukraine were like, what the hell are you talking about? But in reality, I think he's directly, without telling anyone what's going on, that he's going to an affiliation to the elites inside of Ukraine that Ukraine themselves, maybe even the president, doesn't even know about. He's just hitting it. I do believe he is one of the ones, I thought, anyways, in the past, that was aiming for the other elites in the West. But I am very disappointed at, any civilians that would get hurt. But let me tell you, I do believe that Putin is going to keep the casualties for civilians low. I would like to think that. Angel Castro, Bruce, did you see the video of the UFOs over Ukraine during the attack? Excuse me, I got hiccups, guys. I did not, Angel Castro, but there we go. But you know what I saw? I saw, oh gosh, guys, this was biblical. It was sort of scary. A UFO over Jerusalem today. It's in the news. News Snecadas, Frank, a Spanish channel that supports my channel, encourages me and shares my work out to millions of subscribers, by the way. Hard to believe, I have big channels that have millions of subscribers that share my work, and I still don't get any subs. Weird, eh? It's true. And long story short, a UFO, sorry about that, a UFO seen over Jerusalem that was on the surface and went flash of light and then took off straight up into the sky. That is scary shit. When you're looking at it, guys, I mean, I can't help but wonder, holy crap, like for real, holy, right? Like, are these angels? Are we visited by extraterrestrials all around us now? They're afraid that Russia could attack the American satellites and stuff. There's threats to Finland. There's threats to Sweden. He wants rights to the Arctic, where Canadians ourselves, are allowed to go and fish. And I think he's taking up a lot of room here right now. But again, if he's getting rid of the elites, good. I hope so. If Putin was a rough, he would not have involved himself. Yeah, if he was a rouge, yes, exactly. Hong Kong is not end. Oui, mon frère. Check it out on the 5th of March. Yes, brother. And the 6th of March. Supposed to be in Washington, D.C. That March, but it's already, the People's Convoy is already on its way. There's more. As of yesterday, last night, they were up to 6 or 7 miles. I heard today 10 or 11 miles, but there's more than one convoy. There's a whole bunch of them. 2,500 miles down from California on their way down to Washington, D.C. And they're going to box in Washington, D.C. They're smart. They're going to slow roll on the outskirts, and they're not going to go inside of Washington, D.C., because that way they won't get stopped or get their fuel stolen by the fraudulent police officers in Ottawa, which, by the way, that was not Ottawa. Ottawa police force quit, and we have the fake police that entered. North Bay, Ontario, we saw 2 UN planes that were there. I can confirm one because I didn't see the label on the second one, but there was a UN plane there. So scary stuff. They're bringing in soldiers from the UN to take over Canada. Interesting. Guys, I thank you very much for taking the time to come to the channel. Hey, Rodrigo Capillari, thank you. Rodrigo Capillari, thank you very much for being a member, my friend. It's exactly what I'm going to do right now, is to make a video for you guys on the members. I want to go see some structures that are on the surface of the moon, especially that rectangle inside of Mare Serenitatis. It gives me chills when I see it. And I might stick that little part back in the video for you all here also. Excuse me for playing in my eye, as I always do. Birch bark and white pine bark tea is also very good. Thanks, Lisa, for letting me know that. Yeah, real tea fanatic. I have a big thing of tea here. It's around. I got a gift from my mother. Actually, it's around with a whole bunch of different types of teas in it. And some healthy tea at the same time, like green tea and all that. Bruce, my brother of another mother. Hey, Slamo49, thank you for being here, brother. Slow-mo, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, man. itchy now. Allergies, something. Sheldon Fisher, thanks for being here. Oh wow, man, I didn't know about that. Bulb, yeah, dandelion stem. I heard of that. Yeah, it's true. Bulb tea. I haven't heard of that too. Powdered apple seed. Never heard of that. Have to check that out. Oh, I think I yeah, I think I do have something like that in another pill form with the apples in it. Maybe not the same thing. I am Kai. Everybody, guys, Beth, and my friend. Thanks for becoming a member. I'll be getting a video up later this evening. I promise you, Rodrigo Capillari. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Kai, everybody, mods, Darla, I love you guys so much. Andrew, the stats, everybody. And thanks a lot for the amazing support you give this channel. Like I said, the weather here is horrible. There's storms, but it doesn't matter. I keep posting, and it's coming now. The weather is going to be coming back. Hopefully, I'll get the next moon as soon as I can. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers here because I want more people to see the truth of what's going on at the same time. Once we hit the 100,000 mark, I am going to get the 3rd gen infrared, and I'm looking forward to getting some amazing captures in the sky. I'll be out tonight. Sure, it's snowed, but who knows? Maybe there'll still be some stars. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing some shoveling, and I'll be back on with a video for you all. Maybe the sun will be I'll be staying in touch with the sun, seeing, I'm watching the spots every day because, of course, like the Carrington event, I'm waiting for that big event that's going to happen on the sun. And hopefully I'll get a chance to show you the size of the spots when it occurs. Be safe, everybody. Be positive, be confident. Real quick before I leave, guys, and he's not dead. The guy is fine. Did you see the Ukraine tank turn around and step over the effing car? The elderly guy is okay. They crushed the car and then he backed up again over the car. And when he turned around and left, the old man, the poor old guy, was sitting down, almost stripped of his clothes, with the car completely compacted on the ground, and he was sitting on top of it, unharmed, unhurt. Thank God. But some screwed up things happened during the war, right? Hey, thanks. Hey, thank you very much. Lightning, Will I am Robin. Thank you very much. I appreciate the generous contributions, you guys. And to all of you that contributed, if I missed any one of you, forgive me. I don't do it on purpose. I want you all to know I do this job full time. So all the support that you give me by coming here, you are helping. Really, it's all because of you and only because of you guys that I'm able to come back here every day to do the research. I love you so much for it. Thanks again for that generous contribution, my friend. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Sheldon Fisher, thanks again for being here. Bye-bye for now, everyone. And I'm going to get a video up for the members. And of course, another video up for the regular members tomorrow. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, mods.